how's it going? Back to work on this car. So it rained a bit. Now you can see the back of the Ranger is disgusting, but this is actually quite nice. You can see it kind of got a bath naturally. Anyway, this video is kind of split into like 4 different parts. I cleaned out the rear, cleaned a little bit of the interior. I bought parts, I did compression test, I took out the sensor, and I put back in the new parts that I had bought. Some of them are still along the way. And so all of this will kind of be thrown together into one video. So I think I explain things as I go. I don't think I have to explain anything now, but yeah, no, made a ton of progress. Now I'm gonna have to wait a couple days until I get those new parts. So see all this stuff here, stuff I pulled out, including like what, 4 sets of mini lights, which I might keep for December. Most of it's cleared out. Got kind of everything thrown to the sides. Has a spare tire, and then on top of that, there was another tire. Giant bolt cutters. I don't understand. There was this too, which is interesting. A little automatic transmission filter. This thing didn't feel like it was having transmission issues, but let's see. Ooh, that's a gasket right there. So yeah, the filter is not in there, but there is a gasket. So whatever that means, I don't know. Some old told story. Now something happened. I grazed my hand on this taillight here, and you'll never believe the clear cover shot right off. So sure enough, I flicked this side too. It shot right off. These guys were not held in by anything. They were just loosely kind of placed on there. So I have this black RTV. So I'm probably going to use this and RTV in the corners, this back on. It's probably a better way to do it. I might use some glue because I know I have some industrial glue that might look better. I'll watch some videos because I want these to look good, because these are very clean taillights. There's a little scratch right here, but yeah, no, the fact that this came right off, it was kind of alarming. So try to get that back on and see how it looks. But yeah, just cleaning it up. It's not bad. Just old. A lot of random things in here. So I don't know what this is. Okay. Not perfect, but black RTV around kind of secured these taillights on. You can see it on this side, maybe a little bit. You can see where I didn't put some RTV, but I put it along this strip here. And you know what? It doesn't look terrible. I mean, for a quick, cheap repair, I've seen worse. So, one issue fixed that I created. So, okay. So I cleaned up a lot of the nonsense. I don't know if I got a video of when I first opened it, but it was just junk everywhere. I showed you guys the second spare tire, which is pretty cool. Bunch of miscellaneous car parts, and then more random things that I don't want. And I was probably just selling with the car. Actually, I haven't looked at these yet. See, more intake gaskets. So somebody was planning on getting and fixing this, I think, but they just never got around to it. Leads me to wonder why they bought all the gaskets, why they're here, and why they're not used. It's some sort of mystery. I don't know. So next step I want to do is come around to the front here. And another thing I want to kind of look at, since I have the time, is I want to see how these cam sensors look. They should be down back there. I might have to move some things to get to them. Actually, are they over here? I'm going to watch a YouTube video. Anyway, so I have to get to them. I want to check, because apparently they get fouled by oil all the time. And if they're fouled by oil, that's why they throw the clothes. The wiring goes bad, not only the sensor. So, you know, Rock Auto, the best place to buy car parts, one was like 20 bucks for a sensor. So, I mean, the wiring's probably like 10. So, worst case scenario, if I find out that side has the issues, I could buy those sensors. Might as well buy these with it, because it's cheap. So, yeah, let me check them out. Let me figure out how to get down there and I'll update you. Got my flash on here, so hopefully you guys can see it, but that is it right there, and that is caked in oil. I'm sure those aren't good anymore. So hopefully I won't have to replace the connector too, but yeah, no, the valve cover is leaking, definitely fouled it, so yeah, I'll get those fixed. Here's the old cam sensor. This is the third day. The clip of me taking it out happened the first. I dropped my wrench, had to pull a new one, couldn't find my wrench. It was a nightmare, but I got it out, and as you can see, it's a little worn. The connector didn't have any oil on it, so I don't know if those codes are from the connector itself or the sensor itself. I'm assuming since the connector looked fine, I can go show that. It wasn't the connector, but I'm just gonna buy a new sensor just to be sure. And you know, worst case scenario, that isn't the fix. I could always it looks like a little thumbs up. I could always buy a connector too and replace that, so not too bad. Okay, got my compression kit. Oh yeah, while I was down here, keep up what I said here, and if I can even get a good look at it, got my hands getting stuck. This is the connector. That is not a very good angle, but if I was to flash the light here, or at least get it from this angle, you could see it's not disgusting. Not covered in oil, so I don't think it would short or anything like that. There's some oil on this side, so it could be that it's shorting out through the back. But yet again, I'm thinking I'll leave it, and if I still have a code or something like that, I'll move on and replace that connector too, or check ground. But that doesn't go to ground necessarily, it goes straight back to the PCM. So hopefully it's just the connector or the sensor, because that's a common issue, very common issue in these cars. But anyway, I gotta get this compression kit hooked up, get it in one of these cylinder holes, crank it over. I'll set my phone up while I do it, and we'll see what it says. So I'm gonna wait a second after I do the compression test and then see if it like leaks any PSI. Actually, I can on these because they keep the pressure, so I'm just gonna see if they're a weak cylinder. So get that done, see what happens. Okay, got one of the old spark plugs here so I can be sure of the thread size. Pretty sure it's gonna be just this common thread here. Yeah, it's definitely it. So shove this into the cylinder, get it threaded, and I will get it cranked. Okay, so my jump pack died, so I had to get my old school one here. Got it connected. Let it charge for a second, and then I'll check the other one. Okay, I'm excited to report all of the compression was great. I have some photos I'm gonna show up here of the Bank 2. Every single one was around the same range, about a little bit over 160 PSI. The meter might be a bit off, but all of them were in the same range. Now, for the other bank, it's the exact same thing. So all of them have great compression, and they all crank normally. Nothing was crazy. I took extra care listening while it cranked to see if I could hear some sort of timing chain noise. I didn't hear a thing. So it's really looking good on the head gasket front. I'm thinking now what we do is buy that new sensor, buy new spark plugs, buy new wires, because I ripped those old ones, and start it up, see what happens. So that's gonna be my next step. I'll head to the parts store and grab some things. If things are a little too expensive for my budget, I want to try keeping this over or under like 1100 as a total project with what I know now. I'm gonna see if maybe it'd be easier just to order things off Rock Auto, get them a little later, so the car sits a bit, but I'll figure it out and we'll see. So it's looking good. Okay, yet another day this video is expanded to, but I picked up some parts from the parts store. These at AutoZone were not much more expensive than if I were to buy them off Rock Auto, so I just decided to purchase these ones off of AutoZone, go pick them up, have them in person. I have another cart that I ordered on Rock Auto that should be coming soon. So, but yeah, as for this, I'm gonna have to find the receipt. Cost-wise, I believe off the top of my head, this is about $73. I have the prices right here. You could see the cart one, and then after that, I'll show you the other parts that I bought. Yeah, the other was the cam sensor. I bought the oil filter. And then I also bought the rear taillight bulbs because the turn signals are out. So that's something obviously that has to be fixed before selling the car. So got those. And then I think that cart was a little more expensive at around like $83. This one was about $76. The other one was $83 if I remember correctly. So I think off the top of my head, that budget should be around $960 something, which is still sub $1,000 for hopefully a running car. Now, as for the rest of it, might need motor mounts. I remember it jerked quite hard when you put it in gear. The whole engine shook back and forth. So that might be something I have to look into. And then other than that, I guess just cleaning it up, you know, getting everything working. Oh, might need the rear windows, the regulator and stuff like that. That might need to be done too, and that might be extra money. I'm projecting about maybe $1,200 put into this car. Quick guess. So for now, most of the parts are ordered in the mail. I'm thinking I put these in, put all the spark plugs, put all the wires, put all the coil packs back in, shove a little fuel system cleaner in there, and then where'd the cap go? Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. So yeah, throw all these in, probably be the end of the video by the time I have them in, and then just move on from there. So I'll probably make another one when I get those other parts, throw them in, get it running for the first time. So I'll get to work. Okay, it's all back together. New boots, ready to be put on. I put them on each of the coil packs, so I'm gonna throw these on, and then unfortunately that'll probably be it until I get the other parts in, and then that way I can finish and get it started for the first time. And now about a week, so I'll cut to that. Okay, coil packs are back in, new spark plugs, new wires, everything's all bolted up, at least for the coil packs. I still have to get that little EGR solenoid thing there back on. I don't know if you could see them, but I'm being swarmed by mosquitoes. So I am pretty much done for today. For right now, I've got pretty much everything I can think of back together, except for all that back there. Waiting on the cam sensors. I'll start making that next video when all those parts come in. I'm gonna do an oil change, the cam sensors, and get it started for the first time. And you know, since I got the car and started taking it apart. So simple stuff. I'm really hoping that this is it. And then once that's done, I'll clear the codes. I'll drive the car for a bit. I'll get it to pass smog, and we'll see from there. Another thing I forgot to mention, when I first got the car and I put it into drive, it lurched a lot. I think it might need motor mounts, might need some, might need a couple. I want to check it because I might do motor mounts on this thing too, just for peace of mind and stuff like that. So we'll see about that. I'll have to inspect them. It's kind of hard to do a shake test up where it is now because there's rocks that are kind of holding it in place. So I'm definitely going to come back to it and check that out. But that might be something I have to order more parts from, which really isn't a bad thing if I do. It's just a part of the process, and they're cheap on Rock Auto, so not that big of a deal. Anyway, thank you. I'll end the video here.